Nicola Broomham, why aren't estate agents moving roles in a post-COVID world? Talk to me.
Job security. At the moment, we have more trouble finding people who are looking for roles that are qualified or experienced estate agents than we have ever had before.
Hold on a second. I thought recruiters, you had loads of candidates and not enough jobs.
We have loads of candidates. We have between 300 and 400 applications for pretty much every vacancy that we have at the moment, and that's what's using up all of the team's time, is filtering through those. But of those candidates, how many of those have suitable skills or experience for the job? About 1%. So what we are finding is that we are having to go and headhunt for every single vacancy that we're working on at the moment.
What, you mean a recruiter actually has to get off their backside to go and find someone? Oh my God.
Yeah. Lots and lots of headhunting, lots and lots of trawling through CV databases, LinkedIn, contacting the competition, all of that sort of stuff.
But surely that's your job anyway, isn't it?
It is, but at the moment it's much harder than it's ever been. And at the moment, when we're finally actually talking to somebody who's got the experience and what have you, they're all turning around to us and saying, well, why would I want to leave my job and work for them? And that is where we are hugely reliant on actually the companies to explain to us, what's your culture? What's your environment like? Why would somebody want to quit working for ABC to work for DEF, which is 2 miles down the road? It's never been more important.
So surely, because I know we can't move back time, it's the job of the bosses is to create that culture and put it out there in the public before they need someone.
Yeah.
So when that job comes up, that other great valuer who works at the other firm who doesn't really like the firm but is kind of there because it's better the devil you know.
Yep.
In a Carly Minogue way.
Yeah.
To actually say, I quite fancy working for them.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But that hasn't happened. So we're now almost playing catch up. So as recruiters, what we're doing is we're saying, I know that job security is important to you. I know that you need to make sure that you're earning. And I know that you don't like working for who you're working for, and you don't want to move job because you can't risk it.
But sure, it's not your job to sell the culture in someone else's firm. It should be the boss's.
It should be, but that isn't how it's working. So what we're actually doing is we're talking to a lot of companies about putting together culture decks. Come to me with a culture deck about your business.
A culture deck? What's that?
So Lawrence Rand did one recently, which was fantastic. And what it is it's a document that describes about the way that they work as a company, why you'd want to work for them, what makes their working environment good, bad, ugly. Actually, are you this, are you that?
Could you do this in film?
Yes, 100%.
Because the power of video, we all know we don't need to.
Yeah, 100%. But to define your own culture is not something that you can do overnight. It has to have your entire company input as well. And in fact, creating a culture deck ideally should be done. Each person should have their own input as to something to add to it. So we're asking for companies to give us these so that we can then say, right.
That's a lot. Hold on a second. That is an awful lot of work for a recruiter to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're not putting it together, but we're asking for it, and we're saying to them, why would someone want to work for you?
Okay. So are there people out there that can collate all this and put this into a document or a video? And it's not your job to do it, is it?
No.
Are there people out there that can put all this? Because you know what estate agents are like. They're very busy and they're not very detail orientated. They kind of, let's get on with it.
There are, probably, but the only people that can really do that are the people that work in it. But
they're all too busy and Floss the Valuer is buggered off.
Yeah, but there's probably a reason also why Floss the Valuer is buggered off, because they're all too damn busy. So, and actually the people that will take time to put these types of things together are the ones that are going to find the replacement for Floss, because I can then go and find the perfect fit.
Or they wouldn't have lost Floss in the first place.
Exactly, because they've got a good company culture, and they don't even have to have a good company culture. They just need to be aware of their company culture and aware what they need to change.
Do you think estate agents get too focused working on the business in the business and not on the business.
I think
Taking a step, take a step back and see the culture and the values and drive it forward and be more CEO.
100%. And I think as well, it's more so now. You know, estate agents have never been busier than they are right now, but losing good staff out the back door because they're not nurturing who they have and not retaining them.
Which firms impress you that have these? I know you've already mentioned Lawrence Rand in Ruislip. Who else?
I have to say Alexander and Co. Obviously, that's my husband, so I'm a little bit biased on that, but he gets all of my input that I give to him, so he does the kind of stuff and puts the sort of stuff together. There are companies like Northfields. They're very good and very aware of what they're doing.
Richard Palfman is top lad.
Yes, he is. So companies like him, obviously location. They're very good at it and very, very aware of what their culture is.
That's Vicky B, bless her.
Yeah, it is. So these, again, they're always very forward-thinking companies are the ones that do it.
And I know all of those people are more than happy for you to pick the phone up to them and have a chat with them. They are givers in this world.
They absolutely are. There's another company that work with David Asprey's. They're very culture-driven.
Where are they?
Crouch End.
Okay.
They're very good as well. They know exactly what they want, who they want, and what their perfect fit is. So again, as recruiters, it's not just a case of us going out and finding any old bum to replace.
Because there's a lot of firms out there that say, just give me a neg with 2 years' notice. I don't care who they are.
Yeah, we don't work with people like that. And we don't like working with people like that. We want to know what that perfect fit is because we want that retention for you going forwards.
Yeah, but that's you doing you out of business though, isn't it? If you can find a perfect person, you're not going to get their business when they bugger off in 2 years.
No, because we find the perfect person, then their business will grow and they'll need somebody organically. I'd much rather we work with clients that had good retention and growth off the back of it than a high staff turnover.
You're a clever cookie, aren't you? Thank you for your time today. I look forward to seeing you in other videos where we talk about the lack of females in senior roles in a state agency, your no arseholes policy, and the self-employed model and the fact that you don't like it. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.